unnecessary spending hinders this country, and how we could
everybody. It's the same old crap in the news. Yeah. I didn't even tune my fucking guitar. Oh, listen to that. And in the background, you hear the Majority Report. I'm going to have to turn them off. I don't have time. I'll turn it down. You know what? I'm Jimmy Reefer Cake. This is allthehypocrisy.com. It's the website. This is the Jimmy Reefer Cake YouTube channel. We're at a state of pure madness here, folks, as we rage on with the Tulsi Gabbard derangement syndrome that the Majority Report lives for. And I'll make a commitment to coming here, and as soon as I hear the madness unfold, and this is today, January 4th, 2019, I'll come and I'll report on the madness I've seen. Sometimes I won't have time to tune my guitar. I'll just do bar chords. It's not good. Maybe I can just find a couple notes. Yeah, I'll do a little of that. And I heard it again. A caller really just came at him again. There he or she is, EA96B. Again here. Yeah, I don't have time to wait for the show to end, the Majority Report. People think, do I hate the Majority Report? Of course I don't. Why would I take the time to do this? I don't hate Jimmy Dore either. I don't hate... there's so many. I'm not going to go on my shout-out list right now. I don't feel like it. Back to the issue of Tulsi Gabbard and what caused the Majority Report's derangement syndrome. And really, I think it's Michael Brooks is the focus. It's like when there's the question, Sammy will go look to him, and Michael Brooks will keep going and going. What he did today was just roundabout blaming Tulsi Gabbard for a event that took place in 2003. I think at that moment, Tulsi might have been serving her country, right? Tulsi Gabbard, Indian, okay, Indian heritage. And this ruler, Modi, M-O-D-I, has apparently come to the forefront of India. Now he's the prime minister. Back then, though, he was perhaps the mayor or whatever, running the area where some horrible violence overtook the whole town and city, and many Muslims were killed on the basis of the Muslim enmity. These religious racial tensions unfolded and erupted there. So this is an incident that took place back then. I don't know if this is still going on. Is there more violent incidents? Why, Michael Brooks, do you have to just refer to this particular instance? Are the Hindus a very vicious type that have been continuing? Maybe I got to research this more. Has there been more massacres? Tulsi Gabbard derangement syndrome. Just call it Tulsi derangement syndrome. I'm here to report on it and to get to the bottom of it. What is causing this? Michael Brooks, I think I figured it out. So Michael Brooks, because there's so many explanations for what's causing it that may go into like a weird, I don't know. I don't want to be questioning if someone's a good person or a bad person. Do they really, I could go on a moral angle, but let's just go instead in the bubble angle. Michael Brooks's bubble. He likes to look at the world and pick favorites. Like, I like this guy in this country, and I don't like this guy. He doesn't care about who gets elected, because, of course, that election could be rigged. Michael Brooks likes to go look around the world and say, I like this person. I don't like Modi. He got elected. I don't like him, though, because of this, because blah, blah, blah. So that's so important to him. He looks at the world, and it's like someone who's been staring into the Bible, and all they do is read the Bible. They're going to talk. Everything is all through this this encyclopedia sort of knowledge, but the knowledge has no focus. It has no endpoint. You aren't ending violence by shitting on the #1 anti-war voice in the Democratic Party. You aren't ending violence by supporting people. So you have no forgiveness for Tulsi Gabbard for what she somehow got support from a guy who did violence or who was associated with other people who did violence. You have no, in a number of people killed, maybe it was like 2,000, I don't know, 1,000, a couple thousand. You have no sympathy for Tulsi Gabbard to be aligned with that. And yet you have all the sympathy in the world for every other Democratic and not Republican though, but Tulsi's a Democrat. Every other Democrat and all of their support for illegal, like just horrendous, illegal, horrendous death, like more than 1,000, hundreds of thousands. Hillary Clinton, like you say, you always give an excuse. Michael Brooks's way of looking at the world is he doesn't think you can change that. But you, for some reason, you can make a big deal out of this Modi thing and Tulsi supporting Modi. So you can't change the violent foreign policy of a Hillary Clinton, along with the support of the Israel apartheid, the Palestinians. You can't change that. I mean, that's going on right now. But what you're going to pay attention to is this 2003. But isn't it really, Brooksy, that you have the favorites in your head? You have labeled everybody. You're a categorical thinker, aren't you, Brooks? You're not able to synthesize. And you're so caught up in this, because I could assume other things, but I have to just assume that it's a limitation of your boxed in thinking, categorical thinking. I wish you the best in this derangement syndrome you're in right now, Brooks and Sammy. So like, it feels good. Here's another reason you don't like Tulsi. You don't like a woman who can't be controlled, who isn't coming out of, you don't like anyone who can't be controlled, who surprises you, because the categorical thinking is so locked in that when you get surprised, it's like, oh my goodness, you're not allowed to do that. Meet with Assad or whatever, did she? Right? You're not allowed to meet with Assad. That means you must love him. I'm not going to listen to what Tulsi's Brooks is saying. I won't listen to her explanations. She's made the explanations for whatever the bullshit of the latest bullshit they want to throw at her is. And so watch as we continue this. I don't have time for much more, but just watch as we continue and watch the certain attitude given to all these other candidates, and then what is not given to Tulsi and why, and think about why. And that's best I can come up with right now, everybody. Jimmy Reefer Cake, I don't got time, but sometime, I do got time, but obviously I just did it. This was probably getting into any questions though. I always have to say, if you got any, there are a few viewers, as always. I see people are jumping in here to get in on the latest on the derangement syndrome. I note that the viewers are viewing me right now, and the show's going, the Majority Report's still on. So you know where it's more interesting? Right here. All right, EA96B, a good point. They always come back to the speech in front of the Hindu extremists and other things, but they never explain in detail what exactly. They give her this different treatment. It's a different treatment, man. And it's maddening. It's not right. Kevin, we love you. Thanks, man. I love you too. I love this ability to outlet basically the frustration. But is it a frustration with Majority Report? Like, no, it's not about disliking them as humans. I like the show. I'm not listening now because I had to do this. I had to make my point because I don't have time. okay, to listen. Just probably the show's over now. But anyway, keep this in mind. Keep in mind, watch very closely how other candidates are treated a certain way. And I guess I already made my point today that it's a fact that the murderous killing is in a present day tense. And I'd be very just pleased as I could be to hear Elizabeth Warren speak out about the Palestinian apartheid situation. Good. That's present day. Step up, anything. Just I feel that it's grotesque, demented, counterproductive, and that is all I have to say. Jimmy Reefer Cake, Comrade Sammy, Majority Report is trash. Laughing my ass off. All right, well, thanks for joining me, and Majority Report, thank you for all the interactions. Go to Jimmy Reefer Cake on Patreon, everybody. I have to tell you, you're going to see some interesting stuff happening and unfolding there. Please consider supporting Patreon on the Jimmy. I'm going to put on all my songs. I'm starting for the first one. Everyone is going out through my Patreon. Check it out on Twitter. But the first one that came out is Call Your Mama, because Obama. I can't do it because my guitar's out of tune. Check it out on Patreon. Call your mama, because Obama got Osama. And I'm celebrating with some marijuana. All right. Peace. The animals are here. Peace. Peace.